DSi review. You want it? It's yours, my friend. Sorry about the different scenery today, too. We're actually on the right side of the desk now. Left side of the desk now has a mini fridge on it. I love it. Alright. You people have been waiting so patiently for a DSi review. It's been a week since my unboxing video. And, you know, I'll tell you my thoughts. I'll tell you what I think about it. A lot of people are wondering, DS Lite or DSi? Or PSP? Well, I'm going to do my best to try to help you make that decision for yourselves. I can't make that decision for you. First impressions of the hardware when you're playing it. The matte feel is great. You know, that almost rubbery feel. It's not rubber, but you know, it feels like it's rubber's long-distant cousin. But one gripe I have when I'm playing it is the stylus slot. Let me open it up here. I need to get screen protectors for it, though. But when you're getting really into a game, I don't know about you, I'm using the word you, at least for me anyway, my middle finger seems to hit the stylus a lot, and it gets annoying because it keeps popping out, and it'll always be like that or something like that by the time I'm done playing. It's just something that's really bugging me. Really, really bugging me. Well, let's go ahead and turn it on. Turn up the volume and the brightness here. Wait. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah, I have a flash card in there. You guys don't need to see that. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't have an Ace card 2 in there. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, you can take DS cards out of it while it's on. It won't freeze it or nothing, which is kind of nice. Like, hot swappable almost. Now, the SD card slot is nice, too, because you could take pictures with the DS's camera, and you could save them on the SD card, and then you can pop the SD card in your computer. The cameras are only, I think I remember VGA resolution, which is 640 by 480. Not something to be going all veteran photographer about. It's not, you know, it's a camera for, like, an on-the-fly picture. That is a picture of a kitty. My kitty. So, yeah. But it's, as you know, it's got a camera on the outside and a camera on the inside. Some games utilize the internal camera. One game in particular I can think of is WarioWare Snapped, which uses, it's like the WarioWare games, you got a series of mini games, but this one actually uses the internal camera, but I've never gotten it to work. I mean, it just doesn't recognize my face. I might get past the first initial recognition part, but actually playing the game, I can't even get to the first mini game because it won't recognize my face. Waste of 500 points or however much that was. And I got Pyora on there too from WarioWare. Except here it's called Bird and Beans. Bird and Beans. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the DSi's interface is totally new. It's not any more useless. It's not useless like the old DS's menu system used to be. I mean, who really spent more than 5 seconds in there other than just settings or something? But this one you've got, you know, your photo program. You can play with photos, you can alter them and stuff. I'll show you. I think I got a picture here of my cat I could use. Alright, go to album. You can choose system or SD card. 3,000 is the max. I got a 4 gig card in there. And with how small the pictures are, I bet I could fit about 20,000 in there. Something like that. Yep, someone from work. Trevor, if you're watching this, now you're on YouTube. Alright, let's go to Kitty here. It's actually his birthday today. Alright, so you got these different lenses here. You could put graffiti on it, like you could paint on it. You can play around with the colors. You can compare it to other people's faces and see how much they have in common. Yeah, different little quirks there. Doesn't work with a cat, though. Restore it. So, yeah, you can play around with their face. Stretch out his face. Help! Somebody help! Give him a bigger mouth. There's a few other quirks, too. Depending on what direction you're holding on the control pad. Hold down a direction and touch the stylus to the screen. It'll do different things. You can swirl it. Can make things bigger. Or you can make things smaller. Yeah, you can swirl in the other direction. Swirl them back. There you go. So yeah, it's pretty fun to play with people's pictures. And then whatever you do to alter it, you can actually save that as a separate picture. It won't overwrite the original. So it's something fun to play around with, that's for sure. And I do like the power button being on the inside, though, as opposed to here. I do like that. If you just press it, whatever you're doing, it'll make the DSi return to the menu. Hold it down, that turns it on and off. And there's actually a sound program on here. You can record stuff on the microphone and then save it, play it back, and alter it. They got the little parakeet mascot there. Kind of looks like my old parakeet. But you can, of course, save them on the SD card, or you could save them on the DS's memory. Let me click on. What'd you say? You shut up. No, you shut up. No, I said you first. Okay, so I'm arguing with the parrot here. Let's record a sound. Let's see. Make a new sound. I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake. You choose a color for it, for some reason. I guess use that to differentiate between them. We'll go to play. Then
I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake.
Now watch this. You can change the pitch and the speed.
I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake.
I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake. I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake.
I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake. I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake. I'm not
Much of a fan of cheesecake.
I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake.
Okay, and you can play it backwards too. You can also play around with different filters too. You can give it harmony.
I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake. I'm not much of a I'm not much of a fan of cheesecake.
Okay, apparently that's what I would sound like if I was a trumpet. We'll go back. Actually, no, let's just go back. Yeah, I don't want to keep that. It's stupid. Okay. Press power. Now we're back to the menu. And then you've got the shop channel. I'm not going to include that in the video because it takes too long to load. By the time that loads, the video will be exceeding its 10-minute limit. But just like the Wii, you can browse software titles. And right now, actually, if you buy the DSi, it comes with 1,000 free points on it to get whatever you want, which is pretty nice. As of this video's making, there's only about 5 things in the App Store right now. They're all games. DS Download Play. Pic-to-Chat is exactly the same as the original DS's. DSi Browser actually does not come on it, but if you go into the DSi shop, you can get it totally for free. 0 points. And I've got WarioWare Snapped and Bird and Beans on here. Well, oh, I like this too. Different power lights to differentiate between different activities like wireless, AC adapter, and power. It gives you more indication as to the battery status now. The menu system. Okay, remember back to the old DS when the battery system on the main menu there, it would just be green if it's good, red if it's bad. I mean, that doesn't help you out at all. That's the same thing that the power light there would tell you. But on this, if the battery's still good, it'll be blue. If it's a little bit below half, it'll be red. And if it's like about to die, holy crap, better shut off your DS, it'll be like red and blinking. So that's pretty cool. It gives you more ahead of time notice, that's for sure. As I said in my unboxing, the hinge is very nice. I think it's going to stop a lot of cracked hinge issues from the DS Lite because it doesn't have such a violent snap to position like the DS Lite did. It's nice and soft. A nice and soft feel to it. You can still press it to that 180-degree angle, but for the sake of the hinge, I'm probably not going to do that. The angled position always worked fine for me. That's what she said. No. Okay. So, oh yeah, I do like also, well, I like it and hate it. The rocker switch for the volume's kind of nice. Also, it's the brightness adjustment if you hold down the select button and do the rocker switch. But, again, from my unboxing video, there's too big of gaps between volume adjustments. Like, let me go back to the menu system. I'll show you what I mean. It's just, you can't really get the fine-tuned volume adjustment you want, it seems. Okay, so we hear the menu music. We'll crank it up another. Another. Oh, wait, no, that's max, sorry. We'll go down one. Down another one. Down another one. Really quiet. Then muted. So the gaps are really big. I think, I'm hoping maybe they'll fix that in a software update or something. Which is nice, like the Wii, you can update the system software in the settings. It's not automatically all the way in the end, I just put it there because I wanted to. So hopefully in a software update they'll fix that. Current version as of this video is 1.3 US. So that's about it for the review. Like I said, I can't make up your mind for you if the DS is a good purchase, the DSi is a good purchase. It doesn't have a Game Boy Advance slot in there, so you can't play like Guitar Hero on tour and stuff like that. Might be a consideration before you buy it, but hopefully now it'll be easier to decide for yourself.